we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Beebe. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On the move, he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the... and gets a ball back. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This offense has it with really good field position. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Williams. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Gets the back moving. Williams to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curved some of maybe a crease. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're
turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
The run inside. It's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense.
Makes the grab and room to run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Give to the single back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Williams. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll run it again. There's a crease, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Now on 2nd down. Got room to work. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Setting up the screen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
There's some room. Picks up the first down. Got enough space. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Morris. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football.
Caught, and he's got room. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Makes the catch, it's Richard.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He wants to throw it again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And this fourth down attempt will go awry as the defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll try to pop the draw. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Here's a heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got it set up on the outside. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. It's complete to the right. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Williams. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the right. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's Memphis looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And what are they cooking up on 2nd and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. Williams finds his man. It's Moss. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. Williams to the air again. Firing to the right, complete. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a give to Washington. Got a little grass. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He breaks a tackle. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Plucks it out of the air. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the ground, it's Richard. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. To run inside, it's Beebe. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hard running there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the... Touchdown, Indiana! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Hoosiers right back at them. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Finding some room. He's at the 40. The 20, the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies. The Huskies back on top. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. To throw, it's Hoover. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Running inside, it's Beebe. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Richard. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They want to run this quarterback. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. All tied up, under a minute to play. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Hoosiers right back at him.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's Williams to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Now Washington uses his third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true, so I can't take it too hard. But